have like a mixer.
Gotcha.
Okay. We talk.
I can talk. My name is Mark. I am here with Cody.
Perfect. Okay, volume's good. Let's go to Streamlinks. BLN. NFC Conference Championship is now. See Buccaneers versus Seahawks. Cody and Boz in the booth.
Yep. Actually, because I've got Streamlabs. Actually, never mind.
All right, here we go.
Face too.
Yeah, face involved, you know. Might as well.
What? Dog.
Might as well include the face.
If you got a face that looks like that, why not include it?
I feel like it helps with the content. But all right, here we go. We've got Buccaneers versus Seahawks. Boswell in the booth. We'll see if anyone's watching. You know, feels like Saturday 3 p.m. Don't know how many people are gonna be tuning in, but you know, it's what it is.
Prime time. T-Mass is here.
Good. There we go. Boz, what do you think about this matchup?
Well, it's a matchup we've seen quite a few times before. You know, we've got two former Super Bowl champions going at it again in a playoff game, and you know, Dan's looking, I think, for the third victory over him this cycle, whereas Alan's still looking for his first. I think we're gonna have a good game. I think it's gonna be high scoring.
Yeah. As we will see Allen and the Justin Fields-led Seahawks with the ball first here. Motioning Mikel. I'm going to go with Mikel out wide. He's going to go quickly to a little, like, kind of halfback swing up the field. Maybe threw it a little early there. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Mikel, big boy out there. High pedigree. Yeah, we got other people. We got, you know, Connor and Cloud and Hero.
Good. They're coming through. 9 viewers already. We love it. Handoff to Abbott. Obviously, Devin Achan hurt. Able to get 5 yards, make this 3rd and 5. Big play here already to start this first series.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw yesterday, at least, both Warren and Dahudi, when they played, they both went for 4th down on their first drive. So maybe something that Alan's thinking about here in the first one.
Trips look here to the right side. Fields making a handful of adjustments. There's the snap. Might have the zig. Goes deep down the field. DK Metcalf doing what he's done all playoffs long, just making absurd catches.
Yeah, this is a fantastic catch. A dive. Doesn't need acrobat. Gets across the safety's face, and there's the first down.
Fields now in a gun look once again. Takes the snap. Not a ton open. Oh, but he does find Mikel down the field, able to get his feet in. Another big first down, and this ball is all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, just a little corner there. Finds the gap between the corner and the safety, and the big boy makes a catch.
Going under center this time, McClellan. All sorts of room. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, I mean, the quarterback nearly got sacked on the handoff. But it turns it into, you know, a huge play, and there's the first touchdown. And yeah, it might be high scoring if we're going to get a score every minute and a half.
Yeah. To your point before, you felt pregame this is going to be a high scoring one. We'll see how the Buccaneers respond. We know Dan is one of the more prolific offensive users in the league. And really, this playoffs has stepped up on the defensive side as well. Interesting thing for me with this game is obviously Dan and Austin, a lot of history. Austin's going to be, you know, the AFC side Super Bowl user, but Dan and Austin obviously plenty of history, you know each other real life, friends real life, have played each other, you know, plenty of times in Madden. So that's interesting. And obviously, you know, Austin beat Dan in the Super Bowl last year, but then to add on top of that, Allen has been Austin's like kind of lab partner all year. So really interesting that both, like, whoever Austin has to play is going to be a guy that he's played a ton of times. As Rowe gets sacked by George Karlaftis on the first play, 2nd and 17.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, he's played Dan for years now, but the amount of time he's played Allen just this season, they'll know exactly what each other's got.
Yeah.
Probably why they're labbing with each other, because they'll end up playing each other in the Super Bowl and know what they'll have to be coming up against.
Quick timeout. Was that the Seahawks or the Buccaneers? Seahawks with a quick timeout. Interesting. Wonder what that was. Maybe
epic sack on first, but
maybe it was in like an accidental play call, but on a 2nd and 17, I feel like that had to be a really bad play call to use a timeout there. It's gonna be a play action. Quickly goes to Dyson. Dyson able to get about 11, 12 yards there and make this a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, I think just going back on the timeout point, I mean, it's, you know, you don't want to keep them in case you need them going into the half, but I mean, most games you'll find people leaving their timeouts for the half. You know, it's not something that people are always going to be taking. So if you really don't like something, yeah, you've got them for a reason.
Rowe making a few adjustments. He motioned Cook to the other side, maybe to get a block on that edge rusher that's out wide. Nothing there. Gonna go to Y, and that's a hot one to Cooks for a 1st down.
Oh, this is a great throw. That's great anticipation. That's fantastic. He sees the hole. You can't throw that too early, or the linebacker's got it. You can't throw that too late, or the corner's got it.
Yep.
And that's a big third and 8 play for Dan there.
It's going to be a jet pass. I thought that was going to be a little bit more. As Markale Cook, I said Cooks before. Markale Cook gets hurt on that play. We'll see what the injury is.
Yeah, I'm surprised he stuck with that play, actually. If you saw the defensive back coming down.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually blocked by the running back, but cuts back inside and, unfortunately, off to the blue tent.
Rowe making a couple adjustments once again. Gonna hand this off to Cook. Nowhere to go. Stopped for a 1-yard loss, and looks like Markale Cook is gonna be gone for at least this game, if not the next game. I didn't see what the actual injury was, but I did see that he's gone for the rest of this game.
I think it was ACL strain or something like that. I don't know. I caught a quick glimpse of it.
Quickly goes to RB. Smith-Schuster comes in after Markale gets hurt and says, let's make a big play.
The former New England Patriot turned mentor, turned signing by the Buccaneers, comes in a crucial playoff game here.
Rowe, another shotgun look. We'll see plenty large dosage of that from this Buccaneers offense. James Cook tries to make something happen, cuts it inside with a juke, only able to get 6, but a good gain.
Yeah, and James Cook's just a really good running back, really fast, works for Dan really well. So, you know, he's not just a passer, he can run the ball, and James Cook is one of the sort of a really kind of perfect running back for him to get those sort of short gains there.
Rowe might get sacked. Yes, the play action. He did not work that time, as it was a man blitz from Allen. You'll see him send these exotic blitzes pretty often.
And I think he might have had the zig of on the left there in the slot guy, because that's the guy that blitzed, but he just couldn't turn his body enough and ended up not being able to make the throw, and brings up a 3rd and long here. And again, when with Dan, you're always thinking about, he's got the coach's decision, he'll go for it on 4th if he needs to.
Rowe Takes the snap. Oh, just holds on to it. A little bit of indecision there. 4th and 20. Yeah, I was gonna say I think you kicked the field goal here.
At this point, yeah, I was thinking maybe he gets a short gain and he thinks about it there, but 20 yards, 53-yard field goal. That's a chip shot here for Dan.
As that kick is up and good. 7-3. So not exactly what the Buccaneers wanted, but responding with points is never a bad thing. Just can't settle for field goals all game.
Absolutely not. And George Karlaftis, talk about free agent signings. He was sitting there for anyone to sign, and in the last offseason, as you can see here, Allen's picked him out, made him a starter. 1.5 sacks in the first quarter of this playoff game.
Dan trying to kind of prevent the RPO there, comes out in like a man look, and it works even though he wasn't a man. The edge gets set, he gets stopped for a loss of 1, and we had a injury there. Didn't catch the name.
Bonnie Johnson there. I think it's a guard. I think it's one of those big boys up front. Don't know how good he is, but we'll see how Fields holds up.
Coming out gun bunch here. Devin White, decent usering, does find the edge. Ooh, gets a little antsy there on the dive, does Dan. Able to stop him short, but 3rd and inches.
Yeah, good job there from Allen for getting clicking on, forcing the missed tackle and getting close to the first down, making a short gain here.
It's gonna be a fullback dive to the tight end, I believe. Felice able to get 10 yards on the rush.
Yeah, it's he could have got a
triple
lot more,
option.
actually. He ran into the back of his own teammate there, trying to bounce something out there. But I think Allen's happy just getting the first.
Justin Fields under center here, I form look, making a change here to single back maybe. Yeah, likes what he sees on the defense. Gonna snap this. Nothing open. And there was the man that was the MVP of the game against the Falcons. Baber just screams in there.
Quincy Baber, you talk about AI players. He's right up there. He is right up there.
Hand off to McClellan. McClellan, all sorts of room. Able to make up what he just lost and some. 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I mean, I think you were expecting probably a pass play, but then he comes out in I form, and it's a really big gain to get it to 3rd and manageable. And Dan, a really good first down play, second down play, not so.
Yeah, I don't know if Dan was just like, if that was one of those times where he just kind of picked the play without seeing the personnel, because he was in like a dollar look there against I form. That's never going to go well. Oh, he stuttered with his user, and Landers gets depleted but holds on to it. Dan just a little indecisive with the user there, and it bit him in the butt.
Yeah, I was going to compliment Dan there. I thought it was really good user and coming down there with the safety taking away the angle, but just kept going, and Allen can get it over the top.
McClellan tries to do a little hezzy to wait for a hole to open, but gets shut down after a gain of 2.
And Connor talking about how Baber has pass committed, so Dan going pass committed on 2nd down and 3rd down.
RPO, not able to get to the 2nd level, but makes it a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, pretty good job there to get a good few yards and set up a really decent 3rd and short. And Dan's had a really difficult job stopping Allen so far. Let's see what he can cook up on this 3rd down.
Whole playbook is open to you here. 3rd and 2, just inside the beginning of the red zone. A lot of options. Changes the play, makes a ton of different adjustments. Fields takes the snap. Nothing really open. Throws it, risky one, as Jamel Dean picks it off. DK Metcalf trying to get in position to make the play. An offensive lineman gets there. That is not what you needed right there. You could have went down, matched the field goal that Dan just got and still be up 7, but a big play by the Buccaneers.
That was fantastic by Dan with the user, but also defensive setup there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he brought the corner inside, so it looked like he was blitzing. He was in the hard flat, took away the quick option. Dan's doing all the deep work there, and cuts across and takes away that late option. And fantastic defensive setup there by Dan.
Nothing open. Rowe gets sacked. 3rd and 13. I tell you what, so far the story of this game has been Morgan Rowe just doesn't seem to have his options down the field like he normally does.
And you see there, Allen gives him the spy and sends the spy quickly as he sees Rowe stepping up. So Rowe's trying to step up, not to run the ball potentially, but to try and make some time. And Allen took that away from him.
Oh, wow. 3-man rush gets home very quickly. Whoever that was on the right side just absolutely destroyed the tackle. Got in pretty quickly, made Dan have to kind of force in that throw. Almost gets blocked. Maybe people taking some notes from the bin playbook.
That's superstar George Evans, AI safety there. And I think this offensive battle is not really came to fruition so far.
Yeah, after the first 2 series, both guys, moved the ball fairly well. Got points, but now it's stalled out. Ooh, risky read, but Van Der Esch being a linebacker, in today's Madden, not able to get his hands up there.
It's not Logan Wilson with Lurker.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's frustrating if you're, a defensive user. It's like literally all he had to do was just put his hands up, but that's the Madden we live in nowadays, folks. McClellan gets stuffed.
Yeah, Van Der Esch comes back and makes a play on the next down.
Yeah.
So, not quite as impactful, but, stops him for no gain. I'm sure Dan will take that.
On bunch here, Justin Fields. Waiting for the snap, making a few adjustments. Puts McClellan out wide, so this is a pass. So if you're Dan, I hope you're spamming pass commit.
QB draw.
Oh, had the slant but forced it. Wow, just had the like the dig or the slant or like the little in route there. Forces it down the field to the corner. I'm not sure what he was looking at.
Yeah, he had it underneath. You're absolutely right, and forced it to the far side of the field. And we got good DBs for the Buccaneers here. So maybe if it was the short side, better chance. But nothing there on that corner. Now it's third and 10.
Pass commit here. Keep your eye on Baber. Has underneath again. He's going to go risky once again. And then doesn't get it. Allen just getting kind of stuck looking downfield when he's got guys wide open underneath.
He said, look out for Baber. And Baber beat his man. So applying the pressure there. And that, of course, is left tackle Caleb Ziegler. Some called him the best prospect ever. But Quincy Baber there, getting the rip through and applying the pressure.
What do you think Dan needs to do here on offense to get something going? This is obviously not very typical what we've seen, him only having 3 points.
I think it's fine that it's not worked out for Dan so far, because he's got a mentality. He'll just flush it. He's on to the next one. He's got a playbook full of plays that he's comfortable with. I think just a couple of first downs, get a little bit of confidence. Doesn't need to get big shots. It's still a 4-point game.
Hands it off to Cook. Not able to get much. 5 rushes for 9 yards. I think that for me is kind of the story of this game so far. Dan for me is one of the more difficult users to stop when his run game is, succeeding fairly well because of how good he is in the pass game. But when he's 5 for 9, you can kind of just hone in on the pass. Go ahead, B. Gonna maybe throw it a little late. Oh, yeah. Not able to get it as he had to jump up and then gets knocked out.
Yeah, it definitely looked open. I feel like the pass sailed a little bit far down there. And yeah, if you're not getting any success in the run, it means, Allen can load up on the pass. I think he's got 4 or 5 sacks now already in this game. So, keeping it clean up front. And again, it's just another punt here for Dan.
Nothing open there. Van Der Esch takes Abbott and pile drives him to the ground.
Connor, I'm sorry. I'll make sure to praise him on this drive when he does things well.
No slander for Ziegler. Justin Fields, single back. Interesting defense look here. A lot of blocking. Can he get the blocking to hold? It does, but looked like it could have been a touchdown. Luckily, Antoine Winfield Jr., I think, made potentially a touchdown-saving tackle right there.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're the Buccaneers players, you're looking at these refs. And where's the holes? Where's the holes? How are they holding on for this long? That's great. And interestingly, Allen decided to run it to the right side and not to Caleb Ziegler's side. I'm just curious of that one.
Oh, Dan. Oh, and just threw it a little too early. Dan doing the more risky thing that sometimes you see people do is, grabbing one of your defenders that's, in a man coverage and trying to do what you can. That probably would have been a touchdown if it was an accurate throw.
It's a really tough one there. You're setting a man coverage with no safety over the top, and it's like, if they go left or right, you gotta pick one.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields inaccurate, but comes back and gets a 9-yarder on the ground, so sets up a 3rd and short.
And bringing Winfield down here. Got to be careful. Might be looking at something deep to DK here. Just going to go to a quick little flat route to Fant. 1st down. And Allen got the ball first. So this isn't panic mode if you're the Bucks. But obviously, if this is 14-3 going into half, that's a pretty tall task. There'll be a quick pass from McClellan, gets out of bounds. That helps Dan. Any clock stopping is going to be helpful for Dan here.
You might even think about using some of the timeouts as he's getting closer to the end zone here, because it's really the clock you're up against if you want to drive back.
Oh, gets tackled. So interesting right there. Dan was shooting the gap and was gonna make the play, but clicked off. I don't know if that was just like a mistake or what happened there, but 3rd and inches. Ooh, luckily there was no illegal contact there. Gets a sack. Wow. Big play there. Now, having this Seahawks team settle for 35 seconds, 2 timeouts. I mean, I think Dan could go answer definitely with a field goal, if not points. Or if not a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that's big for Dan. Holding them to 3 there and giving yourself a chance. And it might just be, you try one play, it might even be a run play, and see what you can get from that. And there might have been a bump on that, but I don't think there's anything egregious from Dan. So I think a flag would have been a little bit unfair.
Yeah, Connor's got an investigation running. Maybe these refs are just trying to earn their paycheck out there, and they're just trying to get a nice run in, nice jog. They're keeping the laundry in the pocket.
I'm just saying, on that 3rd down, maybe Caleb should have held on a little bit, because where did the sack come from?
Rowe gonna have Y, gonna go quick to Y. Can he get out of bounds? Jukes for some reason. Wow.
Oh, just get out.
Yeah, I don't know why he juked, tried to get up the field. I think you just go ahead and take your 5 yards and get out of bounds there.
I don't hate the juke, because you might get past that first guy and you might get it first at least. But once you're out that tackle, just get out, because you're not getting past those 3 defenders.
Yeah, I'm probably stuck in an animation, but
that's a good point.
I think with only 2 timeouts, you gotta use the sidelines when you got them.
Prioritize getting out of bounds, absolutely.
That's gonna be a quick little in route. Gonna have to call timeout here. No, goes with a spike. Interesting decision there. I don't know if I like it because now you don't like. I mean, if you're Allen,
just enough time.
Yeah, but if you're Allen, you just guard the flats, right? You just guard the outsides and the flats. I don't know. I mean, I guess
you
he
probably
can.
need what, 10 yards, 15 yards.
It's gonna have like I think with your user, you shut down the middle of the field and then you guard the outside flats. I don't know. We'll see what the decision is.
It needs to be a quick play, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, and he left it. Oh my gosh! Wow! Does he get beat down the field? No, it's not a good throw by Rowe, and somehow there's a second on the clock. Wow!
There's still a second. How did that all happen in 6 seconds? Man, George Evans there. I think Allen got away with one. I think Allen got away with one there.
Wow, that's surprising. I mean, it just felt like a bad throw by Rowe, though. I mean, it felt like it was underthrown by about 3 yards because he had at least 3-4 steps. Oh, and it's missed! Oh no, Dan, the man that wanted kick power lowered.
I mean, that is a 67-yarder. So
banks it off.
66-yarder, a 66-yarder there. So.
Oh no.
I think it probably goes in if he doesn't adjust the sliders.
Oh no. If Dan, well, and he does have 8-mile-an-hour wind, at his back. But if Dan loses this game by 3 points, there is going to be quite a narrative in the Discord.
Yeah, but that's what Dan wants, right? That's what Dan wants. I mean, that is a 99 kick per kicker, I do believe.
Oh, I think if he waits, he probably had a touchdown with A, but regardless, I'm not sure if he was about to get sacked or not. But another thing that I didn't mention before half there, but yeah, Dan must have, again, just kind of been stuck looking down the field because he had like his post route coming wide open that he could have hit, possession caught, and then caught a timeout and still got a field goal. So that was a pretty big series right there. Pretty big swing on that first down play with 7 seconds left, or second down, I guess, since he spiked it. Gonna go quick to Cook. Cook gets depleted. I don't know about you, Boz, but Dan just feels rushed right now, right? He doesn't look as patient as he normally does.
Yeah, and again, it's a one possession game. Even if you don't score in this drive, you're still fine. You're still within touching distance.
Gonna have Y, but yeah, able to fit it in there to Juju Smith-Schuster, getting some decent work with the injury to Cook.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he might have got bumped on it as well, but I think it helped him get a little bit open. But yeah, there's the first down. There's the patience you're looking for.
Yeah, that was more on par with what we've seen from Dan this playoff run. Rowe gonna have Cook, but not looking there, and goes deep down the field. Gets picked, and there he goes back to just kind of, I don't know, the impatience. I don't know what he saw there. Just never really had a step and forced it down the field.
Yeah, there's Darius Slay, and you're right. He had James Cook in the flat. Obviously, the user was there, but you're taken away. And
was that to Dyson? Was that just forcing one to Dyson? I'm not sure. Wow, great user play by Dan, sprinting in the gap and stopping Devin White.
Yeah, I think it was, and it's just end of the day. It's a 1v1 shot, and it's first down, so we don't need to be taking those.
Interesting no huddle decision out of Allen. After
maybe frustration.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my. The D tackle was in instantly and then just decided he wanted to watch Justin Fields throw the ball.
Is that the nano detection?
Hey, it must be. Yeah, it must be. Honestly, you're probably right, because he just literally sat there and watched. Yeah, he said, "Hey, Fields, let me see what kind of ball you got here."
And yeah, he gets a couple of yards there in the flat as tackle.
Don't be surprised if we see a run here. This could be a pass commit. He's in dollar. He's done it on a second and long. Could we see him do it on a 3rd and 8? He's not going to do it. Nothing really open, but wow, what a ball by Justin Fields. I mean, that literally had to be perfect, and it was.
Yeah, and I'm trying to look and see what Dan was doing on defense there. He had his other linebacker safety, but the other linebacker on man coverage on DK on the outside there, but just gets beat over the middle.
McClellan not able to get anything going there. So we'll see if this becomes a storyline, but I think one thing you see out of Dan a lot when he's down is he starts to get like very aggressive on defense, which to me isn't his mantra. And you got to be careful with guys like DK Metcalf, right, on the opposite side. Like he can catch a one-on-one ball. We've seen him do it all playoffs long.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. It's you can be over the top, so you gotta make sure you're staying balanced that way.
As he's gonna find Mikkel. Wow, what a throw! Justin Fields playing really, really well right now. Just really threads the needle. Had the user or the linebacker underneath, but able to fit it over the top.
Yes, you can't throw that any other. You can't throw that any later.
And this is a great job. This is what I was talking about before, right? He starts to get really, really aggressive. Let's see if Allen's able to take advantage. He's gonna, wow! And that time it's a bad throw by Fields. Wow, I don't know if that was just if he did the free form there, but I mean, I felt like he could have just did like a one-on-one ball to DK or something, decides to go to the middle of the field and it's picked. The aggression worked out.
Yeah, I see what he's seeing there. I know what he's trying to do, but it's just gone too deep, and I think Dan's in their cover 3, and that's just cut across. And it's just a throw we don't really need if you're Allen.
Yep. RPO to Dyson. Yeah, you're just letting them back in the game, right? I mean, you have plenty of opportunity to. I mean, it's almost the fourth quarter, plenty of opportunity to go up 10 points. But now, Dan, with the ball in his hands with the ability to tie it.
Yeah, that's a great point by Connor. It's like both users could feel like they should be up by a ton, probably.
Yeah. Great pocket presence by Dan right there. What we've seen him do really well with that this year is he just hovers right there by the line of scrimmage and fills it really well. Gonna be a handoff to Cook. Got a lot of blocking. Tries to bounce it to the outside. Not able to get any more than the first, but Cook's really best run of the day.
Absolutely there. I think if he didn't even try to juke, he's getting another 4 or 5 yards at least before the guys from the left come across. And yeah, Dan, fantastic pocket presence. You see it from Warren, you see it from Little Alex, but yeah, Dan right up there with them as well.
Oh, and now he throws a risky one. Abdullah picks that off. Both of these users need to, we might need to go to their houses and check if there's any bullet holes in their feet, because my goodness, are they firing away.
I might even think that's a misclick, because that's not Dan. That's a really bad throw.
Play action, Fields, and he does a risky one. Could have been picked. I mean, what is happening right now?
Oh my God! I mean, I'm not very good at this game. So I don't feel like criticizing the best users we have to offer, but I mean, what are we seeing in this third quarter?
Maybe a bit of jitters with it being a one possession game. I don't know, but that's going to be a jet touch pass to DK, not able to make a man miss. Surprised we didn't see one of those Warren hesitations to try to get McClellan out there to get a block for him and then kind of take the outside.
Yeah, ended up behind his blocker and can't clear Rutherford.
He took the goat quick, the period. Dan looked elsewhere. Steal.
I don't know.
Steal. I need a sentence.
Tom Brady back.
I need a sentence. I need a sentence, Steal.
It'll be the goal. He took the goal quick, but I don't know what the goal is. Maybe I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna watch the game.
3rd and 7, big play here, right near midfield. Good usering once again, goes to the outside. Royals able to make one man miss. Big play. Needed a tackle there by the Buccaneers. Weren't able to bring him down.
I took the flat away quick. Okay. Yeah, really great on the zig there. Good catch. And then, again, now you see the user work. You see the user work. Just standing still to pick up that first.
Here it is. Here's the opportunity, I think, if you're Allen, right? Once again, you see him moving all these guys around. It looks like it's probably man. Does he take advantage? ultimately he does not. It is a positive gain of 4 yards, but I think if you want to really kind of take over this game, you got to call your shot on one of these man blitzes.
Yeah, great tackle by Dan there on the dive there, because that was going to go a good distance. So great job to get out there and dive.
Ladies and gentlemen, is this the right button? It is. We have loud Connor on this stream. Oh my gosh! The ball gets batted down right into the D tackle. Was that Vita Vea? Or no, Vita Vea is not on this team anymore, is he? I don't know, but
Khalil Cohen.
What in the world? I mean, wow, that is unfortunate. I mean, if you're Allen, I feel horrible, because if that ends up being the difference maker, I'm sure he's gonna. Oh, as Cook has nowhere to go. I'm sure he's going to come in here and talk about how that really changed the game. But at the end of the day, I mean, both these guys have made mistake after mistake.
Yeah, I thought we were going to leave that third quarter behind, and we're going to have a lovely fourth quarter with some great plays, and we'd be able to, and you know, you can't even blame Allen on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Batted down right into the D tackle's hands.
My goodness, and Abdullah comes sprinting in. What is happening? I don't know if he must have blitzed him, I'm guessing, and he put him in a blitz just from his spot and then just shoots the gap. I mean, goodness, this Seahawks defense is humming.
Yeah, they haven't picked up the blocker there from Abdullah from the linebacker position, blitz from 5. And now this brings up third and
a country mile. Yeah, he's gonna want X. No, and that's a risky throw, just forcing it when you don't need to, and that is an interception, and the Seahawks take the ball on their side of the 40. No, the opposite side of the 40.
It's just a really bad punt. That's all it is. Don't worry about it, Dan. Really bad punt, and we're on to defense.
And there it is again, one of those aggressive man blitzes. Like I'm telling you, if you're Warren, I don't think, like, you have come out in a run look every first down, and Dan has man blitzed very aggressively every first down. I'm just surprised he hasn't tried to attack it yet, at least in the pass game.
Yeah, if you're Allen, for sure, he's sticking with the run. Dan's doing a pretty good job with it. You know, he did score the early touchdown off it, but he's doing a good job at stopping it.
Yeah, and Connor said literally the same thing as we were saying it. Did I say Warren?
He did say Warren. He did say Warren, but that's okay.
Hey, that's what happens when you're in the booth. Your brain gets mush.
Names are just names go out the window. Yeah.
I was just thinking about Warren because he's my Madden king.
He's fantastic.
3rd and 6. Interesting defensive play call here by Dan. And he's able. Oh, he gets knocked out. I mean, he had so many things open down the field.
So naked.
I don't know what's happening with these users right now. I mean, Dan is just being does Warren have Allen have the wind against him? This could be, do we see another missed long field goal? The kick is up. That looks good. It will be good. The Seahawks take a very large 10-point lead.
It was insubmersible in this game.
Austin, interesting setup for sure. Yeah, that was an all-out blitz, and I'll put a flat here and a flat there, and then a couple guys deep down. I mean, I just don't know how Allen didn't see the post wide open.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, the guy that he passed to was open. Just ran into a knockout. But yeah, how many users would you want to have Buccaneers are in? I think Dan is probably top 3. So, you know, this game, I think we're going to see a good drive from Dan. That's what I'm hoping to see here.
Definitely needs one. Rowe gonna go quick to Cook, and that's what I'm talking about before with, I think, just some of the impatience. Like he seems just very like uncomfortable. Like he's hitting those quick when they're not there. There's stuff down the field that he's forcing when it's not there. He just hasn't gotten into rhythm. Let's see if he's able to do so this drive as he finds a wide open Dyson. Able to get it. No, and it's the combo. The knockout ability gets it from behind. And that, folks, is why all the homies hate knockout abilities.
Yeah, there may be a conversation when it comes to knockout. Not from Dan. I think the conversation's probably already started. Great play, yeah, by George Evans there to catch up and make it there. But you know,
to Allen's defense, I feel like Dan could have just bullet passed that, right? Like he didn't need to lob it. I feel like the lob helped the defender close. Oh my gosh! It's McCoy picks it off, reminiscent of like Madden 19, Madden 18. I mean, just a safety in the middle of the field jumping up and getting it. Dan in panic mode right now.
Yeah, it's a safety. It's not a linebacker. And he had the zig. He had the zig on the left too. That was coming open.
He's out of rhythm right now. But yeah, I don't know what your thoughts on that deep ball to Dyson were, but it feel like he had plenty of room to just bullet past that, and that would have made it to where the safety couldn't close the gap. But I don't know. I might ask that, Dan. That might be my question. As Fields tries to step up, oh, you got to be careful. You cannot, a fumble completely, lets Dan back in this game. Whereas, you go up 16-3, it's gonna be quite hard for Dan to come back.
Yeah, if you're Allen, you do want another touchdown because that changes it to multiple extra possession basically. But you'll sell for your 3 here.
Yeah, interesting. Warren and I talked about this when we commentated maybe the Falcons Bucks game. I think that's what it was. But again, a lot of, I think, poor clock management by users in this playoffs. Like right there, Allen snapped the ball multiple times with like 15 seconds left on the clock when he's got, a 10-point lead in his pocket, and this game is slipping away from Dan. You snapping that ball before 5 seconds is only helping Dan, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I mean, I don't know how many people saw the game earlier, but Austin was up nearly 30 points, I think it was. And
oh no, Dan's gonna have to. Oh no, Dan's in a blender. Dan's in a blender as he only has 7 rushes. Down. Do we see another playoff offender here? CMAS, I think, was rumored to only have 9 rushes. I'm assuming we'll see a suspension inbound for week 1 of next year. Cook, though, gets his second best rush of the game. We're going to have to see no huddle here. Isn't the let the clock run idea kind of against the spirit of the rules? Not when you're winning the game and it's under 4 minutes in the 4th quarter. If that's against the rules, then we need to rewrite the rules. I will run the clock.
We don't need to rewrite the rules. We don't need to rewrite the rules. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Like if I can't use if I can't chew the clock under 4 minutes, not in like a actual chew the clock, but if I can't let the clock run down under 4 minutes, that's what every NFL team does. Dan and Little Alex just wait, hold on 1 second.
I'm trying to read it too.
Well,
he's got his rushes, so we're good. He's got his rushes. We're good.
Yeah, he's got his rushes. So now he's gonna throw. But was Dahudi doing it like all game? I mean, when it's like Allen right there was always got RB and he just needs to throw to him. Goes to Cook. Oh, gets little jukey, little sticky there. But I mean, Dan and Little were bashing a lot. But yeah, I guess was it like when the game was coming down to it? I don't know. I think that's kind of like if you go watch the NFL, if a team has a 10-point lead and it's under 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter, they're snapping that thing with 1 second left.
Yeah, it is different from real life.
Oh, that's true. He said Dan can't take the suspension. He wants the X factor for Rowe. That's a good point. That's gonna be wow? Is that acrobat lighting up there?
I don't know if that. Maybe he's got acrobat. Sure.
Connor struggling with math in the chat. That's tough. That's a tough look, Connor. It's fine.
We've all been there.
I said Warren earlier when it's Allen playing. We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
We're all sinners. We all fall short of the glory of God.
Yeah. That's exactly right. And again, like Dan's coming out here, he's got trips to the short side.
Goes Kitchens, gets out of bounds, 3rd and inches. This is
makes sense. That's right, Steele.
Praise be to Jesus. No, you're good. No. I was. This is Dan's got to score quick here, right? I mean, obviously he's got all 3 timeouts.
We got 3 points through 4 quarters.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, and that is. All my homies hate knockout abilities. To be fair, he was in the air. So that, I mean, I feel like that should be.
He didn't need that animation.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
He could have caught it standing.
I wonder if he was aggressive catching that instead of pressing A. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's
4th and inches. 4th and inches, Dan goes to single back, which he has done very little in this game. This is interesting to me. He's going to have Y. No, he's not. What a user out of Warren. That is most likely the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, I mean, Y was open, but Warren just coming from the opposite side of the field to shut that down. I said Warren again. Dang it. Why do I keep saying Warren?
Warren, whoever it is, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's great using. It's great using because you're not looking at the zig. The zig's open, but by the time you throw it, here comes the user. From Warren, from Allen, whoever it is.
Yeah, listen. Steele's right. All top look alike. The disrespect. I feel like calling somebody Warren's a compliment. I don't know why I started doing that. I think it's because we keep talking about that Warren game. Yeah, we keep talking about that Warren game, and now it's just stuck in my head.
We're getting demonetized. Is it just because of how bad this game's been? Yeah, I think you're right, Connor.
Oh! Gets out of bounds. Okay. A little bit of life for Dan here. Wait, what if I just start calling Dan? A little bit of life for little Alex here.
Oh, man. I think Austin's got a really good chance.
Just start triggering everybody.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with this punt by Hero on 4th down.
Double consonant dash in names for guys from top. That's what I'm saying. Warren, Allen. It's so close. I'm sorry. I'll be better. Listen, guys, I commentated this game for you. Okay, you could have been watching a very quiet stream.
Everyone thanks CMAS for commentating this game.
Oh, that's gonna be a throw out of sack. 15 for 27, 4 interceptions. Just not a good game out of Dan in Morgan Rowe. Kingin, yeah, Kingin. But what's your real name, King? Is that's going to be, a really good throw and out of bounds. Okay, a little bit of life.
A little bit of life for Cody here.
Troyan, Troyan. Grid iron in.
There you go.
Grid in.
Anything you end up with more interceptions than points, it's probably
not good. Does find Cook. Able to get that out of bounds. Okay, hold on. If, Dan's able to get a touchdown here. We did see, some onside kick tomfoolery earlier today.
Life, yeah, I agree. Get a score. You get Warren sweating here.
Oh, look, King's first name's Tyrone. Yeah, look, Tyrone. Who's excited for devs? I don't know. Maybe me.
Think David Hooks is going to get X Factor? Is that what you take first, Steele?
Here we go. 2nd and 10, a minute and 4. Great throw. Can he get in the end zone? He does. Okay. A little bit of life. Obviously, we need a we need a onside kick to be able to make things exciting here. Again, we saw it in the Bengals Chargers game. Just really hoping that he doesn't get a block, I'm guessing. Or maybe he's using this time to think. Maybe this is a Dan pause in PAT form. Dan scrambling. He's on YouTube right now. Like how to looking up videos from like Madden Money Shot. All right, guys, here we are. Here we go. It's all down to this. Okay, he found his. You got to go high kick. For me, you always go high kick.
Yes. Yeah.
He's going low. No, see, this is the bad idea. And he's kick. It looks like he's trying to kick it. What are we doing? We got to go high. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's game. I mean, it was close. Boy, was it close. Boy, was it close. Maybe if he
did he go speed onside? Maybe he goes speed onside with that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was speed on, because whoever that was running after, it did feel like they were in mud.
Yeah,
but
he was a big guy.
Yeah, but again, I just think you got to go high. Like the high kick is proven to work, right?
Yeah, either they fumble it or you get a big hit on them.
Yeah, I would say they jump up, they get it, and either they get hit. Like if you put it in the right part of the field, they drop it. They get hit. I don't know why I didn't dive. Yeah. That is, we got a Mike Rainone sighting. Mike Rainone, aka M10383047247204723, aka Mike Rainone. But yeah, I don't know why that guy didn't dive. I mean, that was almost a brilliant onside kick. Because I really thought that it had no shot.
Maybe if it's the hoodie, you could player lock that guy and dive that way.
Yeah, can you player lock a onside kick? I don't think so. But as that will be the end of the game, we do have Allen in here. I'm assuming Dan's gonna hop in here shortly. That was a quick stream cut, but yeah, let's go ahead and hop over to Allen. Allen, what's your thoughts on the game?
Man, it was a great game, man. Very defensive on both sides. It feels good, man, just to do this and nobody mentioned my name over and over and over again. Y'all forgot that I was the #1 seed last year and how I lost last year. And it's just good to finally play the way I know I can and play against my lab partner, my brother, in the Super Bowl. That's going to be fun. So, props to Dan. He had a heck of a season. He played. He's very difficult to stop. I had to do some crazy stuff like on the back end. If y'all could have seen like the stuff I had, y'all would have been like, bro, what is he doing? But I knew I had to confuse him because he's very poised. And yeah, I just was like, I cannot let him, because Dan can score in a strike. I was like, I just got to keep, playing good defense. And that's what got us there. So, no HN, no problem.
Yeah, I think for me, the main question I have is, and really it's kind of for the both of you, but I'll lean it towards you as the winner. But that third quarter, things went a little little out of sorts. It felt like for both of you all. What do you think happened there? Like it was just a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes. It felt like.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was weird, especially like I did an RPO and his D tackle called a pick. Also, shout out for my daughter for just now waking up instead of waking up in the game. Shout out to her. But yeah, it was weird. Like I knew like the game was not out of reach. I was like, okay, sorry, y'all. Come here. You're okay. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Hi. Okay. But I knew the game was wasn't out of reach because Dan was like, it's Dan. So I was like, all right, stay poised. At the end, don't do too much. Just keep the lead and just make sure, he doesn't get anything deep and we should be okay. So that was my thought process. But yeah, it was a little wonky.
Boz, any questions for you?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'll say is the reason we probably don't have your name in our mouth, Alan, is because we keep calling you Warren. So that's probably the reason why. But yeah, no, I think it was a really interesting game. It wasn't what I expected, but good win, Alan, and best of luck in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for some context, Alan, I kept calling you Warren during the stream. I don't know why. It just happened. But anyways, we'll move over to Dan. Dan, tough loss. What was what's your initial thoughts on how this one unfolded?
Yeah, first of all, good game to Allen. He deserves it. NFC champion. He was counted, as he said, he was counted out the whole season. Wasn't playing his best, and then right when it counted, he started winning games. And I think maybe if he lost one more game down the road, like if he lost to Warren, for example, I don't think he'd even be in the playoffs. So congrats to Allen. He really played well. As far as I have a little history fact. This concludes one of the great streaks in Better League history. I had loaded up and won 10 consecutive conference championship games. So I started 0-1 and I went 10-1. Now I'm 10-2. So Allen snaps that streak. I really hoped I could keep that going, but had to end at some point. And obviously, Allen, we had we played some good games last couple seasons. I know Allen, as a competitor, really wanted this one because he didn't want to get knocked out by the same guy 3 seasons in a row. So of course he was going to give it his all. So just big props to him. And then, yeah, it was just a frustrating game on offense. It was probably the best defense I played all season. I mean, I had the best. That lurk in the end zone with Jamel Dean was just. Yeah. I was just feeling myself. I don't know what to tell you. And then of course that D tackle pick was pretty lame. All things considered, I'm sure Allen's very frustrated about that. But yeah, I played good defense, and I literally just couldn't get to midfield on offense. Allen just had me in a blender. My head was spinning whole game. Couldn't make any reads. The pressure was coming in pretty good too. This DB's all over the place. I feel like everyone on this team has knockouts. And I don't know what Allen does or Austin does, but those two guys, for whatever reason, their knockouts just knock everything out. Like they're just unstoppable. Like I don't even know how you pass against either of them. It's just it's a frustrating game when you play either the Seahawks or the Bengals. I think their corners are really good, DB's really good. Just couple plays that really were the difference. One of them was the J.J. Dyson play at the end of the half. I don't know if I should have bulleted it. I lobbed it, and it just got barely knocked out. That would have been a touchdown to tie the game. And then I think early fourth quarter, I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit. Allen had such a good user on the right side that I was looking at the dig, and there was the underneath table route, the halfback. I was staring at his user, so I was looking at the B button, so I hit the B button, even though I meant to hit the Y button. It was one of those, dumb plays. But again, it's just like, don't hit the wrong button. And it's just like my head was spinning so much just because of Allen's really good defense. So props to him for that, and obviously deserves to make it. Should be a good game, Allen against Austin. Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah. Shout out to you. It was a good game. I think for me, the only question I had was, and this might have been third quarter. It wasn't the one where, like you said before half, where you threw it to Dyson. I think there was another deep ball to Dyson where you lobbed it again and it got knocked out from behind, which was like, really sucks that's how knockouts work for sure. But I felt like you could have bullet passed that. Like looking back, do you think you should have just did a bullet pass?
I was thinking about it. I thought maybe if I bulleted it, because that's George. I think that was George Evans, the rookie, really fast, pretty tall, I think maybe. And I felt like if I bulleted it, it would have been like one of those DB animations where he just jumps up and picks it. But in retrospect, obviously should have tried that. Maybe free-formed it as far as I could. It's just didn't work out.
Yeah. Boss, any questions from you?
No, nothing to add there. I'm sure we're still down in a game like this. Maybe next season, but definitely sometime soon again.
Yeah. Well,
I just wanted to say one more thing.
yeah.
Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Bobby. I'll be seeing them tonight. We're going to play Top Golf together. I DM'd them. I texted them this link. They were watching this. Never heard of better league in their lives, and they were cheering on the Buccaneers. I was getting text messages on my phone all game. Jeremy on. Nice pick. You got this. You're going to win.
Shout out.
Just thank you for the support. Go Matt and Bobby. Go Scholars Club. Let's go.
Go. There we go. Go Matt. Shout out Matt. Shout out Bobby. Shout out Scholars Club. We love that. All right, Alan, any last words before we sign off here? You heading to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. I just gotta first and foremost give a shout out to Dan, man. I mean, y'all can say what y'all want about the NFC, but it's hard to do that many times and be consistent, and especially to start. He always starts the season off rough, and you just can't count him out. And so I just want to say thank you, Dan, for making us look good. And, hopefully I can represent us pretty well. Shout out to Cody. Shout out to Boss. Thank y'all for doing this. I know it was for the moment. I was trying to do it while my daughter was taking a nap so I wouldn't have to play at 12 a.m. And I want to give a shout out to Austin. One of our goals this cycle has been to meet up in the Super Bowl. And so it'll be fun because we know each other very, very well. And we go back and forth with beating each other. So I'm looking forward to that. And we're just excited to be there. And, we're going to do what we got to do.
Heck yeah. Well, yeah, shout out to you boys. Great season. And yeah, stay tuned. I'm sure we'll be posting in announcements when the Super Bowl will be, when to look forward to that. And yeah, I'm sure it's dev season soon. So maybe turn those Xboxes on and see what devs you got. But that's it for me. Boz, thanks for joining me, and signing off from BLN. Goodbye.